Imagine a voice so pure, so commanding, it could hush a crowded room into reverent silence. A sound that wrapped around your soul like velvet smoke. That was her gift. But behind every note lingered shadows, habits that fueled her fire, loves that broke her heart, and a fight that ended too soon. Today, we step into the forgotten corners of a jazz legend's life, her rise from church pews to world stages, the fortune she built and lost, and the quiet evening when the music stopped forever. She entered the world on a spring day in 1924 in a modest Newark neighborhood. An only child raised by a father who hammered nails by day and strummed guitar by night, and a mother whose hymns lifted the rafters of their local Baptist church. Music wasn't just background noise in their home, it was prayer, laughter, family. At 7, she tickled ivory keys during Sunday service. By 12, her fingers danced across piano benches while her voice soared in the choir. Gospel gave her roots, but something wilder called from the streets. Late at night, she'd crack her bedroom window, slip into the chill, and vanish into smoky clubs where saxophones wailed and drums' heartbeat thumped. Too young for the door, she talked her way in anyway. High school jazz band became her playground, the stage her destiny. Then came the knock that changed everything. A club owner from the rough side of town had watched her play. He wanted her every evening. Her parents' jaws dropped when they learned their 15-year-old had been living a secret life. Sweet girl by sunlight, rising star after dark. She quit school. "This is what I want," she told them, eyes blazing. "I'm going after it." Fury met resolve, but resolve won. Cigarette in one hand, gin in the other, she owned local stages with a voice that turned heads and broke rules. They nicknamed her No Count, a rebel who answered to no one. At 18, a dare pushed her onto Harlem's fiercest amateur stage. One song, one moment. The crowd erupted. A week-long booking followed. She thought she'd end up behind a salon chair. Instead, the spotlight swallowed her whole. Word traveled fast. A band leader heard her, signed her on the spot. By 19, she debuted professionally. 2 years later, she spread her wings solo. Marriage number 1 arrived like a trumpet blast. Her new husband, a sharp-dressed manager who fell for the voice before the woman. He dressed her, booked her, counted every penny. Salaries jumped from pocket change to life-changing. Hits poured out. Tender ballads that topped charts, earned awards, filled concert halls. The world crowned her divine. Yet she laughed. He's the one who can count. Money slipped through her fingers like sand. Cracks formed. Pop formula stifled her jazz soul. She switched labels, toured Europe, basked in endless applause and endless parties. Alcohol, cigarettes, powder. They sharpened her edge, friends swore. Her voice grew huskier, richer. But the marriage crumbled. Divorce papers revealed the gut punch. Millions earned, thousands left. She shrugged. He made me famous, whatever. Racism dogged her. Segregated rooms hurled tomatoes, yet she sang louder, turning hate into standing ovations. If this story already stirs something in you, please share it. Let her voice echo further. Second love arrived cloaked in charm and tall tales. He promised fleets of cabs, football glory, the world. She believed, handed him the reins again. New company, new deals, new heights, state-sponsored tours, a baby girl adopted, magazine smiles. Behind doors, fists flew, threats chilled the air, gambling debts piled like snowdrifts. Divorce left her bankrupt, home seized by taxes, cradling her daughter in a friend's spare room. For the first time, she opened her own bank account. Small victories tasted sweetest. Old habits clung tight. Before every show, a ritual. Lines, drinks, smoke. On stage, magic. Off stage, haze. She became the little girl again, trusting others to steer. Jazz faded, rock roared, recordings stalled. Another lover, another collapse. Westward to California, festival stages, shared bills with giants. Then came the restaurateur. Different, gentle, White skin, black soul, pure intent. He guarded her music, not her wallet. Hidden Hills mansion, oak-lined gates, sunlit patios. Press adored them. Peace, finally. But peace never lasted. A younger trumpeter swept in, talented, tormented, drowning in bottles, marriage at 54, chaos at 57, divorce. Alone again, yet triumphant. White House invitations, Emmys, Grammys, lifetime honors. Critics called her voice wondrous. She stayed humble. All the stars are in heaven. But time collects debts. Fingers stiffened, breath shortened. One night at a legendary club, the curtain fell mid-show. Diagnosis: lung cancer. European tours canceled, Japan finished through sheer will. Chemotherapy drained color from her cheeks. She chose home over hospitals. On an April evening in 1990, age 66, she sat in her living room, television flickering with her daughter's film. The divine slipped away quietly, surrounded by the life she had built. Her funeral returned her to that childhood church. A horse-drawn carriage carried her through Newark streets. Fans lined sidewalks, tears falling like slow jazz notes. Net worth at death, $4 million. Modest after earlier fortunes vanished, yet proof she had learned to protect what mattered. Royalties, properties, catalog rights passed to her only child, the actress who still guards her flame. Her final sanctuary stands today in Hidden Hills, a ranch-style haven of wide lawns, quiet gardens, piano echoes. Valued at millions now, it once sheltered a woman who needed silence after decades of thunderous applause. Step inside on your mind. Sun warms the patio where she rehearsed softly. Breeze carries phantom melodies through open windows. Her greatest legacy, not the awards stacked high, not the mansions or the money reclaimed. It's the resilience. The way she arose every time life knocked her flat. It's the voice that turned pain into beauty, habits into art, heartbreak into timeless songs we still hum. And it's the reminder, even divine gifts come in human struggle. If her journey moved you, hit like, subscribe, share her story. Keep the music alive. What moment lingers with you most? Her fearless teenage escape? Her quiet final evening? Or the unbreakable spirit? Drop it below. Let's keep talking.